Hi everybody, happy Thursday. Okay, so I have a couple things to unpack here. So this video might be in the 9 minute range. All right. So we get to see the aftermath of Noah coming home. And I forgot this little part that apparently Audra and Noah had some sort of relationship before. I forgot. Because it was kind of dealt with a long time ago or whenever, and then never brought up again. So, okay. And the only reason I got clued in was Noah and Nick were in the coffee shop, I think, and Audra happened to be sitting there, and she said something like, "Yeah, I heard you were in the hospital. How have you been?" And they both said, "How have you been?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay." Um, and then Claire happened to be there too for a second. But Claire came to the Newman mansion or whatever. Um, I think I was really to see Sienna. Although it could have been to see how Noah's doing because they are cousins. So, um, but okay. I'm kind of shocked that they put Sienna in there, and it feels like they're gonna not have the Sienna character for too long, which is sad because Tamara Braun is a really great actress, and I've talked about this before, but I also didn't know where they were gonna go with their character because, um, okay, if you look at it from the outside in, she is not a likable character because she's married to Matt Clark, or Mitch. He was calling himself Mitch, but he's actually Matt Clark. Okay, so then Matt Clark has all this baggage that he brings because he's Matt Clark, right? Okay, then on top of that, that's your foundation. On top of that, she was married, is still married to Matt, and had a relationship with Noah while she was still married. And if you have, it all depends on your family dynamics at this point. Okay. If you have a family that doesn't judge people based on the information they know about them and or the information they don't know about them, then you may be okay. But with the Newmans, you have to be a certain standard of person for you to even be allowable to be considered for relationship, marriage, whatever. And I go back to Kyle and Claire because, okay, but this had different circumstances. Victor did not want Claire to be with Kyle at all. Now, I say because they have extraneous baggage from before, right? And then also, um, he just doesn't like anybody at it. And so, yeah, okay. But the fact that Sienna is already married um, to Sharon, and I don't know if Nick really cares about that part. Nick cares about Noah's safety, clearly, okay? But Sharon is looking down on Sienna the same way Nikki looked down on her because Nikki perceived Sharon as being from the other side of the tracks, the wrong side of the tracks for her son. The thing I was talking about yesterday about how some people think no one is good enough for their son, daughter, whatever the case may be. Okay? So Sharon, whether she likes it or not, the character is stepping into the same shoes Nikki had on with her. About the same thing. Um, and I'm kind of sad to see Sienna go because I really want to see what Tamara Braun is really going to do in this role. And I don't think they utilize her to her full potential in this role because I've seen her act before and she can do it. So I don't know. Okay, now moving on from that. Um, okay. There's a lot of like that's the base story, and then there's a lot of tentacles from that story. Okay. So, um, Claire still wants to know what happened with Audra in LA the first time when she was there, whenever ago. And she first met Holden, and Holden saved her and the whole thing. So Claire has the antenna that goes up whenever she senses something is off. So she tried to talk to Sienna and ask her what it really happened back then. But I feel like Sienna gave her like a basic answer and didn't tell her the whole thing. So yeah. And if Sienna, okay, and then continuing with the thing, if Sienna leaves, then that's one less person Claire can talk to about what's the truth, because she's not getting it from Holden. She's definitely not getting it from Audra. And so who else would know? Um, but I okay, and then moving on further along with the Audra thing. Okay, so which I kind of feel like I'm still in the dark about it because there's clearly a secret, a bad secret with a bunch of stuff attached to it, okay, that nobody wants to get out because Audra wants to keep it under wraps because it would ruin her reputation or whatever, and or confirm her reputation with some people. And then Holden, I guess he feels some sense of loyalty to Audra, number one. Number two, he doesn't want to upset people in this new town because for him it's new. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. But he showed himself a little bit because see, Audra thought that she and Holden were on the same page about he was going to protect her from the whatever, protect it from like getting out. Okay. But then apparently she touched a nerve and he said, "You don't want to underestimate me. You really don't." But like he did it with a lot more force and volume than I just said. But yeah, I was like, okay, you don't want to turn on this man. So I don't know what the secret is. And like, if you would tell me what the secret is, I would feel like I'm included. The more okay, two things are happening in my brain right now. The more they hide it, the more I want to know. Number one. Number two, the way they don't want to tell you makes me think that the information that's going to be told or whatever is going to be explosive. So I got no confirmation because I don't know what it is, but that's the way it feels in my bones. So okay, I think I covered everything. Um, yeah, yeah, I did. Okay, bye everybody.